Right now, more people are jumping on the plant-based vegan bandwagon than ever before. A lot of it has to do with the awareness that was brought to factory farming during the pandemic. Other people are doing it because they want a surefire way to lose weight. Other people are doing it because they heard that they can get great energy, and yet they don't know where to start. It's like there's so much information out there. Where do they start? If we haven't met before, I'm Kathleen Gage, and I am a plant-based lifestylist. I've been plant-based for nearly 2 years. I have a podcast show. I have a YouTube channel. I have a Facebook group. I have a blog, and I love plant-based eating. But when I started, I was like a lot of people. I just didn't know where to go. So I started doing research. The initial reason I started plant-based eating was for inflammation. And in this short video, I'm going to share with you the 5 books that I found most helpful when I started my plant-based journey. Now, right before that, a couple of years before that, I was really involved with running. I got the bug to run. And so like with plant-based eating, I got as many books as I could on the art of running. And I got things like Run Less, Run Faster. I got the complete book of women's running. I got Marathon Method because I did a marathon. I've done 2. I've got the Runner's Complete Guide to Running, and I got the Complete Triathlon book. Those were only a few. The rest I've given away, and we have a lending library down the street, and I have let go of a lot of those because once I read them, I gather the information and then I pay it forward to somebody else. Now, before I go any further, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'd like you to hit the like button and hit the bell notification. So that way, as I put videos out on the plant-based lifestyle, plant-based eating for health, plant-based eating for losing weight, plant-based eating for diet or for energy, you're going to get a notification about it. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out when I'm going to put videos out. I do it at least once a week on Tuesdays, and if I get so inspired, I do it more frequently. This video is specific to the 5 books that I recommend if you're just starting out. The very first book I got was a Kindle book, and it was based on a TED Talk that I saw. And in that I have a business, I've had my business 26 years, I was really intrigued by the title of the TED Talk, and it was all about eat green, make green. Eat green, make green. So if you eat green, you tend to be more productive, you're more focused, and you make more money in your business. And I thought, oh, that's a great title. Watched the TED Talk, and then I hopped over to Kindle and I bought the Kindle book. And so Eat Green, Make Green by Pat McCauley is his last name. And it's a really good book that he talks about his journey, really easy to consume, no pun intended, but it's all about how he became more productive in business when he went plant-based, and he went 100% plant-based. At first he was kind of skeptical, but then he realized all the health benefits that he got. The next book that I got that I really like is a book by a woman, Ellen Jaffe Jones, and this book is Vegan Fitness for Mortals. Vegan Fitness for Mortals. Now, Ellen is a runner. I started following Ellen online, and that's the beauty of being online. You can find just about anybody. And I really liked what Ellen had to say because she's a woman about my age. She was running a lot. She was eating plant-based, and it just made sense. So this particular book, Vegan Fitness for Mortals, is all about her journey into fitness and eating plant-based. So I highly recommend that. The next book that I got was by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. This is a classic. This is one of the books that most people who go plant-based, they get this particular book, and I highly recommend that you add it to your library. I'm going to put all the links below, so go ahead and check below for all the links. If you're on YouTube, remember to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification, hit the like button. If you're on any of the audio platforms, go ahead and do a rating and a review, and all of that helps the algorithm. So not only will you get the updates, but other people who are looking for this information will get the information about the plant-based lifestyle and books that I recommend. But Eat to Live by Dr. Joel Fuhrman is probably the best book that I've read on starting a plant-based lifestyle. It really gets into the nitty-gritty of what you need to eat, his 12 dirty dozen of foods that you want to avoid. He's very much into avoiding salt, processed oils, and any kind of processed sugar. Now, that doesn't mean you can't eat fruits, but Eat to Live is another one that I highly, highly recommend. Another really good book is The China Study by Dr. T. Colin Campbell. I've actually interviewed him. He's on my podcast. I'll put the link below so that you can go right to that episode. And on YouTube, I'll connect the link to the video of where you can find Dr. T. Colin Campbell. But The China Study, he spent 20 years researching the information for this particular book. And it's all about blue zones and why some areas in the world have more centurions than any other location, and why some other locations people are dying at very early, untimely deaths and with diseases that used to be very rare, but they're becoming commonplace. Now, those are 4 books that I can highly, highly, highly recommend. The next book that I recommend is my book that I wrote. It's an ebook, and you can't get it on Amazon, but it's The Beginner's Guide to Plant-Based Eating. And I wrote it 3 or 4 months after I started my plant-based journey. As an author, I'm actually the author of the best-selling book, Power Up for Profits, The Smart Woman's Guide to Online Marketing. I wrote that book in 2013, but as an author, I love writing. And so about 3 or 4 months into my journey, after I dropped 35 pounds and it stayed off, and it has continued to stay off nearly 2 years later, I decided to document my journey, and that's The Beginner's Guide to Plant-Based Eating. To get that free ebook, all you need to do is go to plantbasedeatingforhealth.com/guide. That's plantbasedeatingforhealth.com/guide. So I highly encourage you, get the books that will start to build your library for a plant-based lifestyle. I also watched a lot of documentaries. I spent days on end just researching and researching and researching. And what I've done is I filtered it down for you so that you don't have to figure out which books would be best. Now, there's a lot of other great books. Proteinaholic is one. That's a really good book. There's The Fire Engine Diet by Esselstyn and Rip Esselstyn. And his father is one of the pioneers within the plant-based lifestyle. His whole family is into plant-based eating, and they're all very, very healthy. So if you want a healthy lifestyle, if you want to feel better, if you want to look better, if you want to release weight without dieting and truly not have to count calories, but just to eat super healthy, nutrient dense foods, I encourage you, check out a plant-based lifestyle, because you will be amazed at how great you feel, how much energy you have, how focused you are. And I do have to say, with Pat's book, Eat Green, Make Green, it is so true. The more I eat plant-based, the more focused I am, the more productive I am, the more I can get done in a shorter period of time. Again, remember to subscribe to this channel. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and hit the like button. And if you're on an audio platform, go ahead and do a rating and a review. And I will look forward to making sure that I keep great information coming out to you. You can also join my Facebook group. I'll put the link below. It's Plant-Based Eating for Health, my blog, Plant-Based Eating for Health, my podcast show, Plant-Based Eating for Health. In other words, when you eat plant-based, you're healthy. This is Kathleen Gage, wishing you a healthy, vibrant, vital life.
Thank you for your commitment to an ethical life through plant-based food choices. The kind of choices that are kind to your body, the environment, and most of all, animals. Be sure to leave a review and rating of the Plant-Based Eating for Health podcast show.